Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Degenerates podcast. I am your host, Tony.
I'm Mike. Hi, Mike.
You're Kermit the Frog here.
Kermit the Frog here. Kermit, you rascal.
Yeah.
Get out of here, Kermit.
Okay.
Right. So, what's going on?
Well, today's the Scientology episode.
Oh shit, right, cool. Teach me all about Scientology.
Yeah, you're gonna teach everyone all about Scientology.
No, you're gonna...
What?
What?
I don't know anything about Scientology.
I don't know anything about Scientology either.
No, I know a little bit.
Oh no.
There was a lot. There's probably a lot I forget because it was in like high school when I was reading about it all. But it's crazy. It's crazy stuff.
Crazy stuff.
And I don't have any notes because I'm out in the middle of nowhere.
But
I'll try and remember. So the Church of Scientology it's a religion. Or they say that it isn't a religion, though, but it is kind of a religion.
Okay.
It was started by L. Ron Hubbard, who was a science fiction writer. And
okay.
Yeah,
science fiction writer.
Yeah, he's a very famous science fiction writer.
But he just started the Church of Scientology.
Yep.
What does the Church of Scientology even believe?
It's a secret.
That's retarded.
Well, like, they say that they're not a religion, and in order to learn what they believe, you have to be one. In order to be one, you have to pay a lot of money.
What?
Yeah.
So it's exclusive? What the fuck?
Yeah, basically, how it starts is they'll give you a free test. You're able to do this test online. It's like really fucking long. I think it's like 100 questions. And it basically, like, it asks you questions like, do you like it when you have control of a situation and stuff like that? And at the end, no matter what you answered, they're always going to tell you, like, oh wow, you're depressed or something, and you've got to go to this Church of Scientology and talk about getting better. They're gonna make you better.
But I thought it was exclusive. It's like not everyone who does the test gets it.
Exclusive?
I thought you said it was exclusive and you had to pay a lot of money to get into.
Well, yeah, but it's not exclusive to any type of person. It's just, I guess, poor people. But they'll get poor people in there too. But the more amount of money that you pay, the more you know.
Weird.
They have like different information hidden behind different amounts of money.
What? That's
that they give to the church.
What? So if I paid all the money in the world, what would I learn? Is it an equivalent?
Oh, we'll get into that. We'll get into what you'll learn.
Because it's exclusive. We don't know. We don't know what I'll learn.
Oh, I know. Because people leaked it. I don't know some of the. I don't know what's like past like level 5. Cause like we know that there's like 15 levels or some shit, and I don't think anyone's leaked any of the stuff past like level 5, but there's a lot of stuff. I think like level 3 is where it starts getting really crazy. But
So like they just get to know this knowledge, and then like that's it. Then they're just like hanging out until they can reach the next level.
Well, they practice the religion, and so far as I know, when you join the religion, you're supposed to like start like living at the church and stuff, I guess. And you're not really supposed to see anybody else.
You're not supposed to see anyone else, so you can't fucking work.
I don't think.
So you can't go
like
to
you
work.
can, because
it's a lifelong devotion to a religion. They're fucking
I think
modern monks. That's what they are.
I think that's more for like the ones who don't have a lot of money, because like there's some really famous people who are Scientologists, and they like Tom Cruise is a Scientologist.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Okay. Sure.
A lot of rich people are, because it's a thing where you have to pay money to get in. But
yeah.
So Tom Cruise is still able to make movies and shit. But I know that for a lot of people who make less money, it's not the same as that. Because I remember reading a story about this girl who was in the Church of Scientology, and her son was really, really sick. But the Church of Scientology says, like, it forbids you from going to the hospital.
What?
Yeah, you're not allowed to go to the hospital.
What? Wait, so you're supposed to fucking live in the Church of Scientology and not go to the hospital?
Well, yeah, you're supposed to, I forget what it's called, but you're supposed to, like,
They have witch doctors on staff?
Yeah, kind of.
What the
fuck? They're supposed to have, like, some weird, like, I guess you could call him, like, a priest, and he'll get rid of all of your fucking,
dude, that's actually like, retarded.
All of your sickness and stuff.
Oh, that's not
with his mind, with his mind. He comes over and he just fucking uses his mind powers that he learned by paying the Church of Scientology lots of money to teach him it, and you're cured of cancer.
No, you're still of cancer. He can't use. He doesn't have Magic Man fingers.
Yeah, but her son died, I guess.
Yep, that makes sense.
Yep,
that makes sense.
And
God damn, what the fuck,
dude?
You hear about that shit in the news where people like drive with their kids in the car and then leave them in the car and then the kid fucking dies?
Yeah?
Yeah, it's fucked.
Yeah, especially when they could have just opened the window a little crack.
No, they like leave them out like while they go to work. They just don't take them to school or some shit and leave them in the car for the entire duration of their work.
Oh, I've never heard that. That's weird.
Yeah, it is weird. It's like they forget that they even exist.
No, they don't forget they exist. They just can't be bothered to bring them anywhere.
No, I don't think it is. I think they like go to sleep or like are on the iPad or some shit, and then they just don't fucking realize that, oh shit, I didn't take it, the little Johnny to school today. Uh-oh.
Okay, so they can't like no, there's no way that they left.
It's a mix of like what like me right now. I'm really fucking like not delusional, but I'm tired as fuck, and I feel like it's possible for me to do that if I was more tired. Like, if I just had the biggest small brain ever. Smallest brain ever. Like, it's possible.
I think that they know that they're leaving their kid in the car while they're going to work. I just don't think... I think they'll think, the kid will be fine.
While they're... No parent, no actual human being can think that unless they actually have an IQ of less than 68.
I feel like that's more believable for someone to believe than they forgot the kid was there.
I mean, like, okay, look at the fucking news. Everybody, this shit appeared on like Canadian news. It's there. You can look it up. Look up parents forgetting their kids in the car. Like, just look it up, and then you'll see it. You'll see it. You'll see these fucking parents being interviewed, like, completely hysterical, because they didn't fucking know they left their kid in the car.
Well, their kid should have fucking spoke up or something.
Their kid was a baby, dude.
Oh! Well,
Yeah,
why
baby.
were you talking about going to school and shit?
Well, baby and you know how kids like play on iPads and shit now? They just don't say anything. They're just trapped in the iPad world. I'm a boomer mom now. I like boomer memes about millennials. Yeah, that's me now.
I'm an ultra boomer.
I'm a doomer.
Okay. Let's talk more about Scientology.
Okay, Scientology, fine. Let's just drop everything we were just talking about.
So the first thing that you do is you get the test.
Yeah.
And then the next thing that you do is you'll go to the church and you have to pay, like, I think it's $400. Yeah, to join initially it's like $400, and they'll give you an e-reading, and they'll figure out your thetan levels. And your thetan levels are what tell you how like depressed you are and stuff.
Okay.
And thetans, I'll tell you a little more about thetans later.
Yeah, because I'm actually very interested in this because I know about psychometrics now.
Psychometrics?
Yeah. Measurements of psychological functions.
What do you have to do with thetans?
Thetans test is from the question you described it as, it seemed like a I was about to say psychostatistic, and I was like, wait, that didn't make sense. I forgot what I just said. But yeah, psychometric, that one.
It might be.
It could be.
Okay. So, there's a lot of information that wasn't known after that, because the Church of Scientology is sworn to secrecy. They have like a non-disclosure agreement, I'm pretty sure. And anyone who talks about the Church of Scientology and all their secrets, they've been known to sue people who do that.
Okay, but then the information's still out there.
Oh yeah, but they try to get it down as quick as possible.
Well, that doesn't work.
Well, yeah, especially it's kind of funny because the creators of South Park, when they did their Scientology episode, at the end they have Stanley yelling at all the Scientologists to sue him, and he doesn't care. Sue me. But then the end credits are all like fake names after that. It's all Jane Doe and John Doe, every single person in the end credits. So that the Scientologists don't know who made the episode.
But they can just look up other episodes.
Well, what if they got a completely different team for the Scientology episode made up of Jane and John Does?
Still cross compare. Like, hey, okay, so there's literally no one credited here, but then on this other one we have a few stable people who stay on. Like Jay Parker and like Stan's voice and shit like that.
Yeah. But so where after okay, I'm just gonna get into it.
Okay.
So the lore of Scientology that we know right now is that so millions and millions of years ago, on a planet that's like super far away, kind of like Star Wars, A long time ago, in a
What?
galaxy far away, there lived a whole alien species,
What?
and they
Dude,
were
no
all.
fucking way.
Their leader was Lord Xenu,
What?
and he was evil.
Well, okay.
And basically, what he did was first he froze a whole bunch of the aliens in ice. I think it's been a little while, and then he put them in lava and killed them. But he put them in like a volcano on Earth. He brought them to Earth here from in these spaceships that look like some old fucking car from like the 60s or some shit. I forget what car it was, but the spaceships look like some fucking car.
Okay.
And so the aliens came to Earth, and he put them in the volcano. And so then when the alien souls tried to leave Earth, he put a whole bunch of giant soul catchers up in the sky that wouldn't let them go.
Okay.
And so he put them into a brainwashing facility that he had built on Earth, where the souls were made to watch fucking movies, basically, that brainwash them to fucking be to have like emotions and shit and different emotions and stuff. And then these souls went out onto the Earth, and they were brainwashed, so they didn't want to leave anymore. So what they did was they just wandered around until they found people, and they embedded themselves into us. And that's the reason why we have emotions. And these are called the more amount of these souls that we have a higher thetan level. They're thetans.
Okay. All right. Okay. Weird. That's very weird.
Does that make any sense?
That makes, like, I heard all of it, and I can, like, I follow the narrative, but it's, like, so fucking ridiculous.
Yeah,
that can't be fucking real.
Yeah, it's real.
No, I don't think that. I think that all the good information is at the top, but the bottom people get like the shitty information.
Well, no, that's real. And even the people at the top will fucking practice all the stuff that they say, like, you know, religiously, like it's religion. Dude, so it's all.
I can't. That's fucking retarded. So wait, so that's the accumulation of all the levels that we know about so far. That's all the knowledge.
Yeah, pretty well. That's like the lore. There's a whole bunch of rules and shit. There's a lot of rules that are weird. I can't remember any of them. It's been a long time since I was reading them, but there's a lot of rules and stuff. But oh shit, what was I gonna say?
I don't know. There's a lot of rules.
The reason that I think, like, the psychological reason for why a lot of people end up believing it is because by the time that they learn about it, they have already sunk thousands of dollars into the Church of Scientology, and at that point, it's like, oh, I don't want to believe that I was a stupid idiot for fucking spending all this money on bullshit that isn't real, so then they kind of have to believe it.
I think it's probably a mixture of maybe that factor. That's why that's what keeps them there, is their money investment, but the actual time spent is more reflective of, you know, them actually believing it. Yeah,
it takes quite a bit of time too. You've played GTA 5, right?
No.
There's a secret side quest series of missions that you can only play as Michael, that you can start by doing this test on the internet in the game as Michael. And the whole, like, it's like 10 missions or some shit. And the whole like arc is called like Kiflam, and Michael basically joins a religion that's like Scientology. It's not called Scientology, but they got you like paying them a whole bunch of money, and then they get you to do something fucking crazy for them. And like there's one where so you meet them in the middle of the desert, and you pay them a whole bunch of money, and then they say, okay, you have to wear this uniform that we have, and then you have to run through the desert for 5 miles, and then you got to run through the desert for 5 miles in the uniform, and and then there's a little counter up in the top corner that like counts how much you've been running through the desert, and you can't leave the desert, you can't do anything else. And it takes like fucking 20-30 minutes, literally.
Are you fucking serious?
Yeah.
That's actually retarded.
Yeah, and well, yeah, it's a parody though. Like Grand Theft Auto 5 is all satiric. Grand Theft Auto is really satirical, but they're making fun of Scientology, and I think it is a really interesting quest line because you have to do the most stupid shit. It's so boring, and then at the end all that happened was you got all your money taken away from you. It's like fucking Christ, because it's a lot of money that you spend on it too.
That's dumb. I mean, I see what they're going for. But
Yeah.
like, having just shitty missions isn't
Oh, well, that's why they're like secrets. Like you can't, it doesn't say anything at all about them until you take the test on some weird website on the internet. So it's not like something that you'll ever see unless you know about it.
Guess
like
not.
if you read about it online.
Yeah. So Scientology. That's fucking weird, dude. So, what the fuck do you like? How big is Scientology? Like, how many people actually practice it? Like,
I'm not sure.
Is it?
But it is pretty big in America, I think. Not so not in any other countries, but ever since, because there's a lot of famous people that are Scientologists, and that's when they became Scientologists, it ended up spreading the religion around, kind of like Kanye's new album. Fucking, did you hear Kanye West's new album?
No, I didn't even know that he had a new album.
Yeah, it's called Jesus is King, and it's like gospel music, and it's all about Christianity and God and stuff. And after there's quite a few people who now suddenly this album came out last week, and now they're saying, oh, I want to start going to church now.
Oh my god.
And it's like, oh, you wanted to go to church because fucking Kanye West sang about it?
Yeah.
Fucking Christ.
Well, it's probably something that brings it up to the front of their mind. It's like, oh, hey, wait, I like this music. I also like Christianity that I didn't realize until right now. Let's practice Christianity. Because I'm a Christian now. I think there is going to be a resurgence of religion in the future.
Yeah, well, I think everything ends up resurging at some point because we're kind of it's just kind of a pattern that people just kind of try to do the opposite of what the generation before them did. It's called counterculture.
Sounds like a libtard idea.
Huh?
Sounds like a libtard idea.
And what do you mean?
No. Just sounds like an idea a libtard would have.
Well, I think that it's very, like, if you just look at the prevalent ideas that people had over time, you can kind of see that it keeps going back and forth between two different things.
I don't know how accurate that statement is. I would have to look at it myself.
Okay. But that's that. You can even just see it in politics. Generally, for a little while, you'll have like a conservative leader, and then
Yeah, like the
later
pendulum
you'll have
swings back and forth.
Yeah. That's what I mean.
That's just people with preferences. That's just people with preferences.
Prequel preferences?
That's people with preferences choosing that.
Like the Star Wars prequels?
What?
No. Did you say
prequel?
prequel?
It's people's preferences.
Oh, people's
for like
preferences.
Liberals or conservative.
Well, yeah, but it keeps changing though. Is the thing.
I mean, it does change. Jeez, I don't fucking know, dude. I know that we have kind of like been descending into like tribalism and shit like that. Like that's what it kind of seems like to me. Is that
everything.
Everything both, like, get at each other's throats and stuff.
Like right now?
Yeah, like liberals and conservatives do not like each other, like at all.
Oh well, yeah.
And people are very, very much do not like Maxime Bernier.
People don't like him.
No, people hate him.
Why?
He was being bullied on right before the election.
Well, yeah, but all of the politicians were being bullied right before the election.
But all the politicians were bullying him. He got shown like almost no ounce of respect.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
But that's what happens right before an election for a politician. Remember you saw. He
was like the scapegoat. He was like the one he was like the black sheep. The black sheep. Poor Maxime Bernier.
Libertarianism also just isn't a very. It's not something that the majority of people believe in.
No.
Because a lot of people don't like the idea of the free market running a lot of everything.
Cradled by big government, by Big Brother. Sheeple, wake up.
Well, yeah. For a lot of people, the government is with all the fucking different levels and everything, and all the stuff that things have to go through, is a lot better than just the people with the most money controlling everything.
I mean, we did have like real capitalism for a little bit, and that actually turned out to be pretty bad. Like, we can't have like pure capitalism, pure libertarianism, but I think that it's important for them to be in on the discussion. I'm not saying I want Maxime Bernier to win the election and become the new prime minister. I'm just saying I wanted him to have a few seats. I wanted him to be part of the discussion.
Even if he had a couple seats, it would be like no voice, though, still.
Yeah, but at least he's part of the discussion. He can chime in.
But still, nobody would listen.
I mean, maybe he can change someone's mind.
Yeah. Maybe.
Who knows, dude? Politics is also really fucking weird.
Why?
Just because it's so complicated.
Oh yeah.
There's legal shit you gotta know about. There's social shit, policy shit. So much, dude.
Not in America. In America, you can be president no matter who you are. It's the American dream.
No, you can.
You don't need to know shit in America.
No, you do have to know if you
no,
want to be
if people vote for you, it doesn't matter what you know. You're voted in.
I think people generally try to vote for the most competent one available.
I don't think so. I think that, because, like, remember in the 2016 election, fucking 12,000 people voted for fucking Harambe.
I mean, yeah, but that was just a meme, though.
Well, yeah, but it's their vote. It's their one vote. And,
yeah, but they did it for a meme.
And a lot of people were voting for Donald Trump for the meme, too, because he was a meme.
Well, I think we can't count those people because those people are actually retarded. I think that they just have like a mental disability that makes them literally retarded. So I think they're exempt.
Yeah, but no, they're not exempt because they still vote.
It's so dumb. I didn't know about that. Man, oh man. So what else? Do we have anything else about Scientology, dude?
No, it's been half an hour.
Okay. Well, thank you for watching episode 21
of Scientology.
We'll be back next week with all the Scientology epics. We will be spending $10 million on Scientology.
Yeah.
So we're going to know everything.
Yeah. Next week, we're going to spend all our money on Scientology, and we'll give you all the secrets that you never knew.
Yeah.
You can't find anywhere else.
You won't.
Here
You'll never find them.
On the podcast.
Yeah. We're so underground that no one will ever find this, and we can get away scot-free. We're such degenerates. But yeah. Thank you for watching episode 21 of Tony and Mike.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.